Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there was a girl called Goldilocks. She lived in the forest with her woodcutter father, and she loved nothing more than spending her days wandering through the trees, listening to the birds, and catching bugs. One day, when Goldilocks was on another of her adventures in the forest, she found a strange house. She had never been this deep into the forest before, but being a brave and curious girl, she approached the front door. She knocked, but there was no answer. She tried the door handle. It creaked open, and Goldilocks sheepishly went inside. A delicious aroma was coming from the kitchen. There, on the table, were 3 steaming bowls of creamy porridge. Now, Goldilocks had been exploring the forest for hours. She was hungry, and this porridge looked delicious. Just a little taste, she thought. She reached for the large bowl. It was bigger than her head, and she could barely lift the big spoon. Yuck! This porridge is too salty, she moaned. So she moved onto the medium-sized bowl and took a taste. Ick! This porridge is too sweet, she grumbled. Lastly, she took a spoonful of porridge from the small bowl. This porridge is just right, she purred, and she ate it all up. Goldilocks thought she should repay the owners for the delicious meal, but with a tummy full of warm porridge and a morning's worth of exploring weighing heavily in her legs, Goldilocks began to feel tired. Just a little sit down, she thought. She walked into the living room and saw 3 very different-sized chairs. She clambered into the large chair, but she couldn't get comfortable at all. This chair is too big, she whined. She hopped up into the medium-sized chair, but once again she wasn't comfortable. This chair is too big too, she complained. That left the small chair. She wriggled into the seat. This chair is just right, she sighed. However, just as Goldilocks settled back into the chair, there was a creak and a crack and crash. She had broken the chair. Backing away from the mess, she thought she should try to fix the chair, but by now Goldilocks was very sleepy. Oh dear, now where can I have a rest? Goldilocks thought. Aha, I know. She climbed the stairs, and there, as she had imagined, was a bedroom. There were 3 very different-sized beds. Even though she felt exhausted, she hauled herself up onto the large bed. This bed is too hard, she complained. She leapt off the bed and climbed up onto the medium-sized bed. The bedclothes smothered around her, and she sank deep down into them. This bed is too soft, she mumbled. So lastly, she lay down on the small bed. It wasn't too soft and it wasn't too hard. This bed is just right, she said dreamily as her eyelids started to feel heavy. In moments, Goldilocks had fallen asleep. As Goldilocks was sleeping deeply, the front door to the house was pushed open. The 3 bears were home. They had gone for a walk to let their porridge cool down, and now they were very hungry. Oh no! Someone's been eating my porridge, growled Daddy Bear. Someone's been eating my porridge, declared Mummy Bear. Someone's been eating my porridge, cried Baby Bear. And it's all gone. Rushing into the living room, they spotted something wasn't right. Someone's been sitting in my chair, growled Daddy Bear. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," declared Mummy Bear. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," cried Baby Bear. "And it's broken." Daddy Bear sniffed the air. "This way," he instructed, leading his family up the stairs. When they got to the bedroom, Daddy Bear poked his bed and growled, "Someone's been sleeping on my bed." "Someone's been sleeping on my bed too," declared Mummy Bear. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," cried Baby Bear. "And she's still here." The 3 bears gathered around the sleeping Goldilocks. They were shocked and they were hungry and they were not happy at all. Daddy Bear reached out a big paw. At that moment, Goldilocks woke up and she saw the 3 bears glaring down at her, enraged by what she had done. Terrified, she screamed, "Help!" Her scream shocked the 3 bears just long enough for Goldilocks to jump out of bed and run for the door. She flew down the stairs 2 at a time, leapt out into the forest and sprinted all the way back home as fast as her legs would carry her. Goldilocks knew she had had a lucky escape, and she felt very bad about what she had done in the 3 bears' house. She vowed that she would do better from now on, so Goldilocks set out to right her wrongs. With her father's help, she sent gifts to the bears to apologize. And she never went snooping around strange houses again.